Have you ever stood in the quiet calm after a storm, breathing in the rain-washed air, and felt a deep change? It's a calm that can trick you. For many communities across the United States, that calm isn't peace, but devastation. It's the silence that follows the roar of a hurricane, a force of nature so powerful it can rewrite maps, bring down economies, change the course of history itself. These aren't just weather events. They are defining moments that test the very fabric of our society. They leave scars on the landscape, on the human soul, that last for generations. Every storm tells a story of loss, but also one of incredible resilience and strength. Today, we look beyond the satellite images and wind speed data. In this video from your channel, Did You Know?, we explore the storms that have left an indelible mark on the nation's mind, reminding us of nature's awesome power. Before modern weather forecasting, before satellites tracked every cloud, a city on the Texas coast known as Galveston was a jewel of the Gulf. It was a bustling port, the Wall Street of the Southwest, a beacon of prosperity at the start of a new century. Residents, filled with civic pride, felt a sense of security, ignoring warnings from Cuba and believing their island was safe. But on September 8, 1900, that illusion was shattered forever. An unnamed hurricane. Category 4, a storm surge that swallowed the island whole. It remains the deadliest natural disaster in United States history. The storm's arrival was sneaky. The day started uneasy. Few expected the disaster. By afternoon, the winds howled with growing fury. The water rose not by inches, but by feet in minutes, a relentless, all-consuming flood. Buildings ripped from their foundations and became battering rams. The elevation, less than 9 feet. The storm surge, an unbeatable wall of water, turning into a watery grave. Afterward, the scale of the horror was beyond imagination. An estimated 6,000 to 12,000 people died. Survivors emerged to a landscape of complete destruction, where streets and houses once stood. The task of recovery was awful and overwhelming, a logistical and emotional challenge of almost biblical proportions. Reshaped the approach to coastal engineering and disaster warning. They built a massive 17-foot seawall, raising thousands of buildings, up to 17 feet. A testament to the will to survive. The 1900 storm had erased old Galveston. For many, the lesson seemed like something from the past. But nature has a way of repeating its warnings. Then came August 24th, 1992. Hurricane Andrew, Category 5. Sustained winds of 165 miles per hour. It was a storm that didn't just damage houses. It wiped them out. Homestead, Florida City, reduced to fields of splintered wood. Andrew was a brutal wake-up call, exposing sadly inadequate building codes and preparations. The devastation led to a revolution: impact-resistant windows, stronger roof connections, and safer materials. If Hurricane Andrew was a wake-up call, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 was a national moment of shame. It made landfall, but its most tragic legacy was the failure of a man-made system. The city's levee system broke in multiple places. 80% of the city was underwater, trapping thousands. A humanitarian crisis broadcast live, exposing issues of race, poverty, and government neglect. Places like the Superdome became scenes of misery, lacking food, water, and basic sanitation. Heartbreaking images. Families on rooftops begging for help, and a sense of abandonment. The failure was systemic, from local to federal. More than 1,800 people lost their lives, and a diaspora. Many never returned. Recovery marked by resilience and a new levee system. Lingering scars. For decades, the Northeast seemed immune to major hurricanes. Everything changed with Hurricane Sandy, a superstorm of immense size and unusual path. Superstorm, record storm surge in New Jersey and New York, flooding the subway, paralyzing the financial capital. Substation exploded, without power for days. The surge acted like a tsunami along the coast, sweeping away homes, symbols of the storm's destructive reach. Sandy exposed another vulnerability: the fragility of our interconnected systems, more than $70 billion in damages. Climate change and rising sea levels, an immediate and tangible threat. New York and New Jersey launched ambitious projects: seawalls, reinforced dunes, and improved systems. The reality of a changing climate arrived at the doorstep of the nation's largest city, altering how the Northeast prepares. If you value this human analysis of storms, please like and share this video so more people can learn from these stories. Just 2 weeks after Irma brushed the island, an even bigger threat showed up. Hurricane Maria, a monster storm aimed right at Puerto Rico. On September 20th, 2017, it hit land with winds blowing at 155 miles per hour. What happened next wasn't just a natural disaster. It was a human crisis, made worse by a weak power grid and 10 years of money troubles that had already hurt the island. The result was the longest power outage in US history, leaving millions in darkness for months and cutting off communication with the outside world. Fierce winds, heavy rains, a destroyed network, cut off communications, washed out roads, not enough clean water. With no news getting out, the real human cost became a hot topic of debate. While official numbers stayed low, later studies guessed the extra deaths were close to 3,000. Victims of what came after: older people without oxygen, sick people without dialysis. It forced a reckoning about fairness and federal duties. Communities supported each other, local help networks, the island's lifeline. The painful lessons have paved a way: strength, readiness, and adapting. Every tragedy sparks change. We rethink how we build and protect. From the Galveston seawall to New Orleans' risk reduction system, reinforced barriers, gates, and levees. A big change in predicting and telling people. More accurate paths and timely warnings. Physical and social strength. Restoring wetlands. Plans for those who are easily hurt. Aid given out fairly. The challenge grows. Stronger hurricanes, heavier rains, rising sea levels. There's no room to be too comfortable. These events are known for destruction, but their lasting impact is about human strength. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers becoming heroes. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you or your family been affected by a hurricane? Share your lessons in the comments. Your story keeps these lessons alive. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe to the Did You Know channel for more fun facts.